What's up, guys? It's Mincy, and today we're going to be going over the Mage pre-raid BIS list for Phase 1 coming into TBC Classic. Start with the hood. Of course, every single mage, anyone that's actual cloth wearers in TBC, will be using their tailoring set, but if there's the slight chance you don't have your materials yet, you don't have all the character alts, you're going to be going for the Encantors cowl, and you're going to be getting that in Mechanar. Really easy, straightforward. I think this head's going to be obtainable by just about anybody. You're going to be going into bot and Mechanar to get the key for Arcatraz, just to get to the Karazhan attunement. And then for the Nax BIS, we have the Frostfire Circlet. Nothing much more to say. Look at that crit. So for the neck, we have the Brooch of Heightened Potential, and that's going to come out of Shadow Labs. You're definitely going to be going there for the Karazhan attunement, so that's kind of like, if that drops, that's lucky for you. Then from Heroic Underbog, we have the Hydra Fang Necklace. It's going to have a ton of hit for you. If you're under hit cap, this is a good necklace to try to grab. And then there's the BOE World Drop, and that's going to be the Charlotte's Ivy. Now, those are going to be big necklaces. I think all these necklaces are going to definitely do you for what could be called a BIS list or a easy to attain BIS list. So for the shoulder slot, we have the Spalders of the Torn Heart. Spalders of the Torn Heart are going to come out of this Cipher of Damnation Shadowmoon Valley quest. It's going to be something you're probably going to do. The best I would choose is going to come from Black Morass. This is going to be from the Chrono Lord Deja. This is the Mantle of Three Terrors. Then we have the Nax BIS, and the Nax BIS comes from Nax, obviously. This is Gluth. The Rime-Covered Mantle, and these are going to be solid as well. But I'm definitely going to be going with either the Three Terrors once I get a drop, and if I don't get the drop, I'm going to be walking into the dungeons with the Spalders of the Torn Heart. So for back and cloak, we have the Tailoring, the Dungeon Drop, and the Nax BIS. So Tailoring, this is a BOE World Drop, so this is probably going to cost a little bit of money. This is going to be the Cloak of the Black Void. Solid damage effects on the back there. The Dungeon Drop, we have Baba's Cloak. Big crit on that and solid damage to back that up as well. And then for the Nax BIS, we have the Cloak of Necropolis. And this cloak right here drops off Saf, and this is going to carry you for a lot longer than you think. And I think this cloak's definitely going to be something that is utilized till at least tier 5. So for the chest slot, we have the Tailoring Robe, the Spellfire Robe. We have the BOE World Drop, the Robe of the Crimson Order. It's got a very nice chunk of hit on it. And then we also have the Nax BIS here as the Frostfire Robe. And this dropped off the 4 Horsemen. And this robe right here might let you pass through tier 4 entirely. And next up, we have the Bracers. So we have a Tailoring pattern. We have the Bracers of Havoc. Those are pretty solid, and those will get you by. They also have a gem slot available, and then it also has a spell critical rating bonus, so you're going to want to catch that. The Dungeon Drop. Now, these Bracers right here drop off the Heroic Ramparts. These are going to be solid Bracers, and they give a lot of hit. It's going to be solid. You just need to remember that your hit rating needs to be 165. That is your hit cap, because you get 3% from your talents. And then the Nax BIS, this is going to be from Gothic the Harvester. These are the Soul Harvester's bindings. These are going to have a nice chunk of crit on them. These I would probably put on maybe if I went through Nax and I didn't need hit rating. I would put these on before I would put the Crimson Bracers. Otherwise, I would probably stick with the Bracers of Gloom. Now for the hand slot, we're going to have the Tailoring Spellfire Gloves, and these are going to be a solid 3 set for any fire mage that's going to need those. There's the Encantors Gloves. This is going to be a Dungeon Drop. This is the Dungeon 3 set also as well. Solid crit on those gloves and a nice chunk of damage. This is a quest reward. Shadowmoon Valley, we have the Gloves of the High Magus. This is going to be the News of Victory quest. It's a 6 quest chain. And then for here, we have the classic BIS that are going to be able to last you pre-BIS at least, or pre-raid BIS, I should say. Darkstorm Gauntlets, this is going to come from AQ40 Cthulhu. Okay, these are going to do solid damage, and they have a nice chunk of hit rating, so that'll help you out if you're lacking for hit. For the belt slot, we have the Tailoring Spellfire belt. This is going to be the really big Fire and Arcane belt from Tailoring. We have the quest, A Doll's Gift. This is going to be how to break into Alcatraz. This is going to be a quest that's going to be done by many players, obviously for the key. And then we have the Classic Bis. That comes from AQ40. This one's going to be a Cthulhu's Eye Stalk Waist Cord. So for pants, we have the Tailoring Spell Strike pants. This is going to be part of the tailoring set of 2. A lot of gems in that. Huge pair of pants. If you're obviously, these are going to be what you're wearing through all of tier 4. We do have the dungeon dropping Encantors trousers. These are going to be from Sethic Halls, the Talon King. We have another dungeon drop that has this pair of gems in them. This is going to be the Devil Stitched leggings. And the Devil Stitched leggings are going to be from Botanica, another like obtainable, easy to obtain piece of leggings. And then for the Naxbix, we have the Leggings of Polarity, and these are going to be from Thaddeus. For boots, I use the Sigil Lace boots because of the 2 gem slots. This is going to be drop off of an Alcatraz. This is going to be Harbinger Skyrus. These are going to be a solid pair of boots. And for the Naxbis, obviously we have the set Frostfire Sandals, and that's going to be dropped off of Rasuvius, Gothic, or Gluth. Moving on for the rings, we have the Sparking Arcanite ring. This is going to be a really tough one to get, but it's a very, very good ring. This is going to be Heroic Old Hillsbred Foothills. It's going to come off the Epoch Hunter. This is going to be a very hard ring to get. We also have the Classic Bis. This is going to be a AQ40 Eye of Cthulhu quest item. This is a very, very solid ring. It's going to be a sneaky little ring a lot of people are going to be using from Classic into TBC pre-raid. For the Nax, we have the Seal of the Damned, and that's going to be off the 4 Horsemen. And then for the other ring, we have the Frostfire ring that's part of the set, and that's another solid ring as well. So for the trinkets, we have the Jewel Crafting Trinket, the figurine of Living Ruby Serpent. So generally, you might not be a jewel crafter, so that's why I brought the Scryer rep up for another option of the Scryer's Blood Gem. This is going to be a big hit trinket for you. Then we have a Dungeon Drop, Quagmarian's Eye, and that's obviously going to drop off Heroic Slave Pens. That's going to drop off Quagmarian. And then we have the Naxbis. A lot of people are going to argue this is going to be something that's going to be a sneaky little trinket. The Mark of the Champion. It's going to have a solid damage done to undead and demons by magical spells and effects up to 85. And that's going to be a really solid trinket, I think, much more later on as well. So we're mages. We can't forget about our wands. So we have the Nexus Torch. This is going to drop off of Shatterhald's War Chief Kargoth. Then we're going to have the Voidfire Wand. It's going to be a solid backup choice. Actually, if anything, this is probably going to be a better choice. This is another drop. The Voidfire Wand is a drop from Mana Tombs off of Pandemius. And then for the Nax drop, Doomfinger, this is off of Kel'Thuzad. This is going to be a solid Nax piece that drops. So for weapons, we have Blade of the Archmage. That's going to be Honor Hold or Thrallmar Exalted. That's going to be a solid sword. There is the Offhand, the Lamp of Peaceful Radiance. This is going to be an Alcatraz drop. Then we have the Naxbis. This is going to be the Soul Seeker. Now, Soul Seeker is a solid 2-handed staff. And then, of course, if you were a god amongst the men, and you gathered the Atish, and you gathered the shards, this is still going to be your choice of weapon. You will not use anything other than your Atish. And congratulations to you if you do have Atish. Also,
how did you do it? Tell me your secrets. Tell me your secrets.
And there you have it. That is your full Phase 1 pre-raid bis as a mage. If you really liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe for more content. If you're ever on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitch. It's MincyTTV. I stream every night at 4 o'clock EST on. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day.